Hell yeah. And those.
Cool. I'll wait for Lexi to leave.
I'll take your popcorn bowl so I can snack.
That's
That's gonna be the first thing on this recording.
Sedge is
That's
in the room
unsettling.
with us right now.
It's really unsettling for me when like not all D&D characters, but like specific D&D characters reference like real things. Like I don't imagine popcorn is like very prevalent in D&D.
It'd
You
be
never
hard
know,
to make.
Lucas.
Yeah, and then I hear a fucking 6 foot tall bison be like, "Give me that popcorn, I need a snack." And I'm just like, my brain, I can't handle.
Thank you for the mushroom soup.
See, that's normal.
Yeah, because I guess that's more than I will want to consume. That's,
I'll just put the rest.
oh god.
It's table popcorn now. That's what
Okay.
Sedge popcorn.
Well, don't.
Also, that bowl has a lid, so.
Oh, great. Oh man, I shouldn't have this in front of me though, because it will be gone, and I shouldn't eat it, but.
I'm blocking it so I can't see it.
Okay.
Cool.
Don't let me consume that much popcorn, Tag.
The tag's just like, no, I'm awake.
Jesus. Why the fuck are you eating popcorn so early in the morning, man? Popcorn is an afternoon snack. That is not Tag's
I
fault.
need it to enjoy a good flick. Like a motion picture. I'm sorry.
Movies exist?
No.
But like, it's like Korra, how they're just like, ooh, they're like somebody's churning the thing as I'm watching like a 5-minute
The
picture.
movers.
Yeah.
The lore expands.
No, I said in the beginning. This is kind of like Korra. I tried to use
Can
World of
we-
Warcraft, but you guys.
That means nothing to me. Is there a Varric in this universe?
Which one's Varric? Varric is the.
He's the annoying voice guy.
Yeah. You guys ever
Is that
got?
all you think of him?
Julie, do the thing.
Yeah.
Julie,
Annoying
do the
voice
thing.
guy?
He's
like
annoying-
the best character.
No.
He's not.
He's
But-
kind of horrendous.
Really?
Dude.
I love him. He's a war criminal.
I know, I was
He's terrible.
gonna say he commits war
He's an awful person. He's actually probably one of the worst people in Avatar or Korra.
Okay, but also Julie, or what's her name?
Julie.
Julie, yeah.
Julie is also a terrible person.
She just goes
Like-
It's quiet.
He, like,
But he's loud about it.
in the 4th season, he, like, joins Earth Kingdom Nazis and makes, like, a death ray for them.
Yeah.
Like, he's objectively a pretty terrible person. I mean, yeah. But
Sedge.
Also-
Sounds like he's great.
also, he's very funny to watch, so it evens out.
Hey, liking a character does not mean they're good.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Speedrun. We have
Yeah, we're recording all
we
day.
have an hour.
We'll be fine. Cool. So this is the paragraph I read last time, and then I'll just keep.
Great.
Primare is a sleepy town. A large tower to the west can be seen from basically all parts, but not really looming, but not really falling away in the background either. Sedge, you've met many vagabonds and travelers who've mentioned this area. They usually carry with them the salty smell of the sea. The salty smell of sea travel that you are beginning to smell now. Tag Switchfoot would often boast about his good luck in the gambling circles here. He always talked about witchback alleys. He would pilfer with other ne'er-do-wells to win a lot of money. As the carriages continue into town, big storm clouds begin to roll in from the large bay. What? Big storm clouds begin to roll in from the large bay that Primare sits on. The road continues from dirt to boardwalk. The wheels kind of like do that, like clunk, 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 clunk as they go.
Yeah.
Here, hold on. I need to make in like 3 hours. I could have done this, but
We were distracting you with good night
Watch out.
museum content.
Oh.
Have either of us... Tag has not been here, because Switchfoot was talking about it. Have I been here?
Let's find out.
I don't know how to flip it.
I'll flip it down.
Yeah.
Eh,
Not on the iPad.
That was the last.
I have not.
Cool. I'll say that you took a boat into town, you just surreptitiously did not take this route to get through here. And you'll figure out why as you spend more time in it. The dirt turns, or the road turns from dirt to boardwalk. The wheels clunk, 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 clunk over the wood planks underneath. Much of the town stands on thick beams encrusted with barnacles and sea salt and thyme. Sailors and merchants are moving boxes back and forth, sort of like lazily. Seagulls squawk as they fly overhead. This town seems like large enough to have like a decently
Wow, how
sized like
seagulls coming right after you said
Um,
seagulls.
it's like big enough to have like decently sized cargo and like meet like shopping needs if you guys need to buy armor, weapons, or whatever. Health potions. But small enough to like not be on the like radar of like larger cities or like prying eyes.
It's like a port town.
It's like a port town that's like far enough away that like the Twin Cities doesn't really like deal with it, but like close enough that like people are here. Like it's
like Newport.
Like Newport, like kind of just like coastal town
Yeah.
vibe.
You said the Twin Cities doesn't interact with it though?
They don't. I mean, they like ship stuff back and forth, but it's not like this is like a city underneath. It's not like Kane where it's like all of our guards come from the Twin Cities. It's just like it's just nearby. Rosalind motions the caravan to park in what looks like a merchant area, kind of just like bigger buildings, kind of like warehouse types, right next to the town tavern. It's a tight squeeze though as you guys turn a corner. Lots of boxes and barrels are stacked up, blocking paths and kind of like making it so you're like it's like when you're in a tight parking lot and like there's a lot of like shipping, like there's just like boxes everywhere, blocking paths, taking up like the insides of stalls and sellers' tents that would otherwise be like ready to sell stuff. They're just like everything's just full of boxes. Some of these crates look newer, like they've just been like delivered. Some of them look like they have like spoiled food and like they're opened up because of like birds and poor people have like gotten into them. They're just, and other ones are just kind of just like weathered and like have sitting there for a while. As the caravan kind of finds a spot to stop, the rain begins to come down. Just like a coastal rain. Everything's kind of foggy, but it's just like coming down. It's just like not uncomfortable, but you don't want to like be in it. From another carriage, Una and Issa rush over, gripping their hats against the reins. Una's just like, I heard it was gonna be bad down here, but this is like a lot. And as you guys look around, you kind of notice that it's like commerce is just like stopped. What would normally be like, you guys have seen shipping towns in your time as people. Like you've seen like, oh, there's ships going and there's people moving around and like boxes are stacked, but they're not like falling apart.
Kind of like a scaled down version of Ithamar. Like if Ithamar has a port, because isn't it on the ocean?
Right.
It is in the ocean.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like I had an example for this, but I lost it. Yeah. It's a smaller town, so like if something has happened to stop all this commerce. Yeah, Una is kind of like PO'd that this is all kind of happening. She was like the trader kind of person. Rosalind just kind of like sighs and shrugs. Also kind of taking in the surroundings against the rain. She's like a sea elf, so she doesn't really care that it's raining. But she just kind of like looks around and kind of shrugs, opens up her pack, and like tosses them their like share of the gold. She's like, hopefully this lasts until you two can figure out whatever is happening, or until this gets resolved. I'll have to talk to someone. I haven't been here in a while. It wasn't this bad.
Does the town look like are there people out, like, I guess, like, does it have the look of a place that's been like on slow decline for a long time, or like it was like bustling until like 2 weeks ago?
It looks like from without even like like your passive perception and insight can kind of be like, it's weird that a ship town would just like be full. So you kind of get the impression that that's an astute observation that it just something kind of happened, and then like all the boxes that were here stayed.
Are there ships or are
They're
they all
like
gone?
ships in the water,
Mm.
but a lot of them are moored. Some of them have been there for. They're like the boxes.
Mm.
Some of them have been there for a minute. Some of them are newer.
Mm.
But yeah, Una and Issa kind of acknowledge each other. They kind of like hold their heads and like wave to you two, and they're like, "Oh, good to meet you." And then they kind of just like walk away. They kind of depart. Roz then turns to you two, and then also kind of like Rav and like Beto. They're kind of like nearby. She's like, she kind of points over to the tavern and is like, "Should we go get some like food? I can try and figure out what's going on here."
Food sounds great. What I mean, what is going on? Yeah.
Question from last time.
Mm-hmm.
I think we probably talked about this. What are like Rosalind's goals and like Beto, I guess? Like, are they going to the Silver Marsh as well, or are they stopping here? Like, is this where we part, or are they continuing on? I think we talked about it, but I can't remember.
The person who would tell you what they're doing would be Rosalind, and she's like, she would have told you, and I'll just say she told you while you guys were traveling, just like an idle conversation. She's trying to make her way south. She didn't really say why she's going to the Silver Mark, but she's like, I'm just trying to get there. I'm doing this for money on the way over, and I know people, so I can help other people kind of get through this area. Yeah, and I'll say Rav didn't really mention why, but not for any reason, and Peto didn't mention why, but it feels like guarded. What he didn't really talk about why he's moving around. He kind of mentioned it.
But
to
in any
you.
case, like what I meant to get at is the destination for all of them is Silver Marsh, but not all of the caravan itself.
Peek behind the screen. The people who are leaving are
the small characters.
Keg, Una,
Issa.
and Issa.
The
they're gonna stay here. The next
the
line,
extras.
the filler. Keg and Dig hang back to keep an eye on the carriages and take turns napping. Was the next line. So the three of them are kind of like, you have like an option if you want to like figure out what they're doing. But the only one you know for sure is continuing south is Rosalind.
Okay, then yeah, I guess because if she's trying to figure out what's going on so she can make enough money to go south, then I guess we'll join her.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Did you see a ghost?
I think we just saw
Well, Lilith. Who is kind of ghost?
Lilith.
Oh, I thought
Hey.
I thought he saw Lexi and didn't expect
What?
that Lexi was there.
What? He's working. He's not working at Lilith.
Yeah.
What?
I think he's
Are you
barking. I
scared?
think he was like, "Oh, Lexi's there," and I don't know who that is because she didn't. You weren't recognizable when your head is tilted, 45 degrees.
We're okay.
Go to bed.
Hey,
That's weird.
these are unnecessary. I don't think he's even noticed Lilith.
Lilith just kind of looks like a pillow.
Oh, that's Lilith?
What's this thing screaming at me?
Lilith is cautious.
Yeah. We should
Yeah,
go to
sorry.
the tavern though. We should go to the tavern because I can talk to people there.
Let's go talk to people in the
Yeah.
tavern.
No, I
People-
have a feature
Oh.
that allows me to talk to
A
people in
talking
taverns.
feature.
It's
Do
not-
I have
You,
can I use my criminal connection?
you could.
Oh, hey.
There's criminals in the tavern.
There probably are.
She
You could
points,
speak
as
thieves' cant to some of them.
As she points to the sign, you see it's called the Jasper Jug. You see people are kind of walking in and out. I don't want to give the wrong impression. There are people here. There are people around you
Like
moving
it's
around.
crowded.
It's not crowded because it's like raining.
Yeah.
But it's like it's not a city, but it's not a like settlement. It's just like a through town.
Yeah.
The traveler's town. Cool.
We go in the tavern.
You, Rev, you two, Rev, Roz, and Petho kind of all walk in the same direction, going to the tavern. Inside the tavern, I have to change this. I wonder if I could mix this.
Since you come from the ranks of the common folk, you fit among them with ease. You can find a place to hide, rest, or
Rustic
recuperate.
hospitality.
The rustic hospitality. Unless you've shown yourself to be a danger. They will shield you from the law or anyone else searching for you, but
That's
they won't risk
nice.
their lives for you.
Oh.
Trying to sound mix right now between the sounds of the waves are still visible or still audible because you're kind of like the entire time's like over the water.
Like on a boardwalk
Like
here.
you guys are in
Pretty cool.
freaking Beach City, but sad. I guess.
Sad.
Like
Oregon Coast, Beach City.
Yeah, Oregon Coast, Beach City, Beach City on the
When the
downturn.
sun goes down, so does the town.
Hey. I mean,
Lexi was waiting
you don't
for
even-
somebody to say that,
You
I
don't
think.
even freaking know. Inside the tavern, it's pretty lively. Outside, it was pretty like desolate, and like people were like sadly moving boxes back and forth, kind of slowly, because there was they didn't seem to have any like timeline. They weren't like they're just like moving boxes. Inside the tavern, though, it's fairly lively. It's a pretty large space. Tables dot the wooden floors. And booths line the walls. All the wood is kind of like that nice, like, dive bar-y in a small town, kind of worn.
Sure.
That's kind of the vibe here. A long bar is kind of like on the opposite of the door, with a couple bartenders kind of moving from the bar to the kitchen, giving drinks out, accommodate all the people here. Most of the table and booths have groups with them, though there's definitely, like, space for more. It's, like, half full. There's like a bunch of people here.
What time of day is it?
I'd say it's like middle of the afternoon, but it feels later because it started raining.
Day drinkers are out.
Yes. That you kind of get the impression that there's like nothing really else to do other than just like hang out and drink. The people here range from like mariners, like eating like big like clam chowder soups, to like mercenaries, like leather, like whatever with like swords and like counting coin or just like talking about maps or travelers, like you guys just kind of like wanting to get off their feet. There's kind of like everybody here.
Is there like a steezier table that's like not mercenaries, but like.
To be clear, also, I'm not wearing my big armor, my plate armor.
Cool.
I'm just wearing like, sort of the commoner clothes.
That's good note. That's good for me to keep in mind.
Yeah. I just look like a dude with a
Perception check.
big
Are the
backpack.
criminals out?
Are the criminals out day drinking? I just want to know.
You can also give me a perception check if you want, but unless if you're looking for something specific.
I'm gonna look for some like good seaman, honest laborer types, not criminals like Tag. Just
It
like
makes a lot of sense that you guys would be looking for different things.
yeah, because I'm looking for the
12.
rustic hospitality people, not the people that
Right.
understand thieves can't.
Oh, I made a playlist for this place.
What did you say? This was perception 17.
Yeah,
You're not full
cool,
belly.
good. Remind me of that in a moment when
Okay.
my freaking playlists load.
If you eat a dice, you'll die. Please don't do that.
As he dives for it. Cool.
I'm very interested to see how your dad will want to take a picture with this one.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What do you mean? Does Dad Reese want to take a picture with your dogs?
Well, you remember when I brought Chowder over and your dad was here and he took a picture with Chowder and posted it on his Facebook?
Yep.
Okay. He hates owning dogs.
But he loves being
Loves.
around
And he
them.
hates owning pets. He fucking loves other people's dogs, though. Literally, he, like, everywhere he goes, he, like, tries to take care of somebody else's dog and, like, walk them and stuff.
That's funny. Maybe he just needs to be a dog
Yeah.
walker.
Yeah. You guys hear music playing from two half-orc bards, kind of strumming guitars and singing sweetly in Orcish, kind of in the corner. There's a set of stairs that look like they go up to like the rooms. It's kind of like one of those like Red Dead Redemption. This is a bar, but also this is where you take your long
It's
rests.
a hostel.
It's like a hostel.
Hostel bar.
People. There's a pair of people.
No, it seems pretty friendly to me.
There's a pair of people standing at the base of the stairs speaking. There's another pair like kind of like leaving as you walk in, doing that kind of thing that like waiting for the group that's coming in, like waiting politely, and then they're like, okay, like walk out behind you, and then they head up to themselves. Rosalind heads to the bar, kind of heads to the bar to order drinks. Just kind of doing that thing that like I'm the mom, but I didn't ask all the people what their drinks are, so I'm just gonna guess.
Very interesting to see
Perception
what she
checks
guesses.
17 and 12.
12.
Cool. So with the 12, actually, okay. So you guys kind of do that. You guys hear two different things.
Well, we're looking for two different things.
You rolled higher, so I'm gonna go with you first, because you actually rolled the DC that I wrote down, which is cool.
Oh.
Cool. So figure. There was a separate perception check if you wanted to look for like thief stuff.
Like I'm just looking for like dock hands or stevedores or people.
The figure on the stairs talking to the other person. That's where your focus kind of goes.
Okay.
There's a half giant warrior type, like a big woman, kind of like your size, talking to an older Firbolg sea captain. They're having like a polite discussion. It looks very business, kind of like polite, like but like at arm's length. Like they're being cordial with each other, but they're not like buddy. It looks as though the captain is like asking something of this warrior, but the warrior isn't like affirming or looking helpful. And then with your 17, you actually catch what she says. She says, she kind of sighs and kind of goes, I apologize, but I do not have the resources to take on the fight that you were asking of me. I do not trust and she kind of like gestures at the tavern. Like, I don't trust this like local talent you have to have your back or to have my back on a mission of kind of what you were talking about. I'm sorry, but if I can't do this mission, I have to leave. And they both kind of like, they shake each other's hands, but you can tell that the Firbolg is kind of like upset. Not like crying upset, but he's like, fuck.
Miffed.
He's miffed. And then the half giant kind of like walks past you guys. I'll have you give me like a whatever check you think to get like someone's vibe as they walk past you. I'm like you can literally roll whatever you want, but I just want whatever you think you would do.
Religion check.
Could it be a vibe check, but like kind of honing in and like getting like help from my patron? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, with that,
I don't think you're the right
so
kind of animal for
Arcana?
that.
add your
You're gonna fall.
charisma pressure proficiency
You're gonna
because
fall.
of how you're tapping.
You're gonna fall, buddy.
So like your
What are you
charisma
gonna
modifier.
do now?
Oh, don't let him fall!
So scared.
You just immediately went to the keys. Your charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus should be +3, I think. +3, I think? +6?
Your proficiency bonus
So
at this
6.
point should
Okay,
be +3,
19.
so...
So with a 19,
Yeah.
you get an air of like familiarity.
Oh.
Specifically as how you said you were doing this. Like you're like, the only way I can really describe it is the like thing that happens in Baldur's Gate when you like walk up to somebody and you not like that much,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like, this person's familiar, and you can't really tell why. I'll actually have her do a perception check as
What
well.
in the world?
LaDonna.
Do I know that you know that
Do I
you're
know
the-
that you know that you know that I know?
You brought that up. I forgot about that. You are like off the scent. If I remember, you rolled like a fucking like 26 or something.
for
on, like,
deception,
a deception
yeah.
check. So
For what?
To like
Tag-
not smell
to
or
not
reek
smell
of like
demon.
infernal demon.
Tag will
yeah.
have to tell you, unless you like freaking.
I mean, if you
Tag.
do like obvious
Right.
demon shit,
If you
I'll be
do, like,
like,
yell
Yeah, yeah.
If you cast like.
I think this isn't quite intentional for him yet. He's just kind of like looking, and then maybe like she kind of is like, okay, he's really like staring hard at this person. I'm gonna like help him out a little bit.
She actually rolled pretty high as well.
Okay.
So you rolled higher than she did.
Oh, fuck.
So
Like
she just kind of looks at you as she leaves. Like she kind of like acknowledges you all as people.
Okay.
afternoon.
Because she's like, I don't know, she's like a night-looking person. She has. Oh, I have art.
Show us.
Man, you and your,
Is this
you
the
and your
half giant?
Pinterests.
Or the
This
purple?
one is a little bit more effort than Pinterest because Pinterest didn't really have the vibe.
Oh, Goliath.
Fun.
Half giant.
Hot.
Kind of vibe. Big warrior, bigger than you, about the same size as you.
Damn.
With just like a
No,
huge
these
sword
people
on her
bigger
back.
than me. I used to be the tallest person, and now I'm like,
That's what happens when you.
That's what happens when you stop hanging out with
I
school
need more
children.
halfling friends
Yeah.
again.
That's true. You get a whole gang of
So
halflings
yeah,
and
you
short
get like
tieflings.
a twinge of like. There's something about you that not like I feel like I've seen you before, but like there's like a connection. And then she's just like a lady that's next to you.
Tag stares just like a little too long.
Mm-hmm.
To where it's like he's definitely like very obviously looking at her and
Mhm.
like maybe makes eye contact and then is like,
She like nods to you, and then like looks back at you, seeing that you're
Yeah.
still looking at her, and she's kind of like,
This all happens as she's walking out of the establishment.
yeah. It's kind of like, yeah, you guys have like walked in, you're moving slowly like you do in big groups as you go to a bar. So she's kind of like walking like opposed to you, but it's kind of like the she like basically gives you a double take, and then you are like something with that connection, something is there.
weird.
Yeah. But with your perception check, as you walked in, kind of like, so that's what you heard, this kind of business deal falling apart, from the sea captain who's kind of just like now leaning against the stairs and like, fuck. What you hear, what you kind of focus on is these two like rougher, kind of meaner looking guys, kind of drunker than most of the people, kind of like eating and like drinking. They're kind of like on a table near the door. You overhear them mentioning like a big game of devil's dice, with a magic ring as a prize.
What does a magic ring do?
They're just like, oh, there's a fucking magic ring. They're kind of like drunk. They talk about this magic ring, then they're kind of also like, they're like drunkenly talking at each other. They take a big swig, and he's like, I heard there are ghosts roaming out in the mists. And the other one's like, yeah, my mate said that their friend's boat just like exploded. Like, isn't that fucking crazy? And the other one's like, he's like, you won't catch me leaving town in that storm. Like, that's for fucking sure. And the other guy's just like, well, just about every night there's fucking a storm here, so like I guess we're never leaving. And they're like, I guess we're never leaving. And they're like, woo! They like
Cheers, clink.
they have like the like they take huge swigs.
Can Tag like walk over there?
Yeah.
And do I don't know what Thieves' Cant is supposed to be. It's supposed to be weird, right?
You're speaking normal. You're speaking normal words, but it's a code that if you're a thief, you understand what the code is, but to other people it just sounds like you're having like a slightly stilted conversation, but they might not even like pick up on it.
Could I?
D20 did Thieves' Cant in a really funny way. That's like, you're like not talking about devil's dice, right? Yeah, we're not talking about devil's dice, and it isn't in the alley over there.
Oh my god.
It's just like,
Oh
there's
my
no other
God.
way to do it other than just stupid, because Thieves' Cant doesn't make sense.
No, it does. Could I flavor it like just a little bit to be also like knocking
Yeah.
or like a knocking symbol? So I guess he's gonna like walk up to the table and kind of just do a whatever like.
You see that one of them just kind of like looks at you and it's like, that was weird. But the other one's like, and he kind of like hits the bottom of the table.
I heard you guys were talking about storms at night. Sorry to totally interrupt. We just kind of rolled into town.
They just poured. They're in that state of drunk where they're like really happy, and they're just like they just pour a glass and they put it in front of you.
You know,
and he kind of just leans back and he's like, "Yeah, fucking. It's just been raining every night, every day usually. Today was one of the first days where it was clear, but it's just like lots of And then like some people say that they like see like ghosts in the mist, but like I don't fucking believe in ghosts. You know, like
is there like usually mist out there? Like there wasn't mist when we rolled in, so
yeah. I mean, it usually comes in when the storm hits, but like
and the storm hits at like the same time every night.
It's like the ghosts in the chateau.
It's just like it just happens. Are you a meteorologist?
I'm not. I was just trying to figure some shit out. But thank you.
All I know is that nobody's been able to get out of the bay.
That explains all the boxes.
Yeah. Fucking rats, man. Rats get in the boxes.
I'm sorry about the rats.
Not my bug. I mean, I don't care.
I
I just work on a ship. I just shoot people that try to attack the ship.
Hey, shooting people. I don't know anything about that.
There's just a full-on like musket leaning against his chair, and he's like, I mean, I have a musket.
Yeah.
He just looks at your gun and he's like, cool.
Tag is very rusty at things.
Yeah. So he like knocks it again. He's like, there's like, you know, in the alley, that one. And he kind of like
that one.
I'll say he just kind of like knocks like in a way that's like
cool.
You would know like
there's something that says
means,
like north
or
directional.
This alleyway, like the third alley from the left once you walk out of the door, and kind of like that's kind of like the thieves. He's just kind of like talking about the town and how much it sucks, like how much he doesn't like being there. But he's also not making any effort to leave.
Yeah. Well, you can't leave, man, because the ghosts and the mist.
I guess there's ghosts, and like we've heard like skeletons, and like I don't know, I don't believe any of it, but
You don't believe any of it, but you're in here?
Yeah, because like I get paid by the people who need to leave, and if they can't leave, then I don't get more money, so I'm just drinking.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I am Tag. It's very nice to meet you.
What's the name for these guys? I'm an idiot. This is on me. I had these people.
They don't need names if you don't want to give them names.
His name's Kever.
You can't name him very close to my dad.
That sounds randomly generated.
No, I was making a Keller joke.
Oh. Is he also a half-orc dwarf?
These two guys are
Keller
just like half-elf losers.
Was he?
I thought Keller was like a half-orc dwarf.
You guys were like, he's a half-orc. I was like, he's a half-orc. And you're like, what is the other half? And I'm like, because there's no humans in this world.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
dwarf. He's a dwarf.
He just says his name is Lauder.
Lauder.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, the game's happening tomorrow night. No, tonight? He like looks at the guy and he's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I will definitely.
Tonight.
Cool.
There. And he just points at the window at an alley, and there's like a lantern over there that you can see.
Awesome.
I wasn't supposed to just say it, but like.
Well, I won't see you there, so it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Where? You know what I mean?
Where? Right.
Right?
Oh my god.
You guys have been great. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your booze.
Thanks, Bag. Have a good one.
Just call me Bag.
Well, that's what he thinks your name is. He's drunk.
Tag.
Oh, Tag. Okay.
Tag.
Sorry.
It's good. It's good. He cheers us, drinks it, and goes back to Sedge and is like, so there might be ghosts.
Oh, okay. Wait, I was gonna go and talk to the captain. I wasn't just gonna sit there awkwardly standing to the side.
No. I thought that this was a quick interaction, then Tag kind of like goes back over to wherever Sedge is at.
Mhm.
So you could be in the middle of talking to the captain, then Tag just comes up and is like, so there's ghosts.
Okay, so you want to go talk to the captain? That's pretty.
Well, right?
So
I
you
mean,
guys kinda, like,
I don't know.
split
That's
off.
where my
No,
perception
that
check is
time is
indicated.
great.
That's what I should do.
I feel like Tag would
Rav.
100% just walk back into your conversation.
Yeah,
Just
Rav
like,
and
hello, here's my intern.
Rev and Petho went and got a booth. Rosalind's still ordering because she has to order for like 6 people.
Oh, okay.
So-
So taking a while.
You go up to the captain. You
Ah,
see
why
that he's
not?
Kind of like
Okay, wait.
He's just mad.
Is he actually like swearing? Is he like fuming?
He's
Because like,
He
does he
looks
look?
like he wanted something to get? He looks like somebody who wants something to happen, like to get done.
Impatient.
And he's the
Frustrated.
one good worker in this town.
Oh.
That's the vibe. He has like a ship. I also have art for this guy.
No, wow.
Oh.
That was a
Apple pen
freaking-
hanging on by a thread.
That was a pro gamer move. This is just.
I just want to I want to get a vibe because if he's like, I can understand that interaction
get-
being upsetting, but if he's just like fucking Garbo, then I'm like, I don't really want to talk to him. I'll talk to somebody else.
Like Tag saw a table of like-minded people to Tag. You see like a similar vibe of yourself. Or
Okay.
like if you were trying to get on this carriage and nobody wanted to leave on the carriage, and you're like, "Hey guys, I kind of want to keep moving. Like, let's go." That's the upset vibe he's in. Not that he's not like
This is fucking bullshit, man. Wow, he's a cool customer.
Mhm.
Damn,
He's ready to give you a quest.
But
Look
he has
at
a- he has
him.
He has a cool sailor's hat.
he's ready to give me a quest.
Is he related to...
No,
He's also blue!
he's just a fearbowl.
Another blue
I tried to
Fearbowl.
give enough.
Oh
time
man, I guess I
between-
never really.
I
I
tried
had.
to give enough time to the fearbowl so you wouldn't say that.
Listen, I love Fearbolgs.
I had like a lot of plans for that. I'll someday maybe I'll revisit those because there's gonna be some juice there. It was way back when.
Just gotta be like, Sam, come back, play D&D with us.
Damn.
Sam,
Be committal.
Sam!
Or you know.
Or,
That's such a yeah.
Sorry.
I get that. No, I mean
Sam,
I
don't
feel.
listen to this podcast.
Sorry.
Yeah, so he's just kind of like chewing an unlit cigar, and it's just like he's just like thinking. He's like he like kind of like. and he's kinda
Oh, I'll come
having
up. I'll come up like with like pulling a tinderbox out of my pocket
Mhm.
then.
Oh,
Because you said he's got an unlit cigar,
oh, thank you.
and I'm like, like
Oh, and he kind of just fuck. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
I didn't,
yeah.
The
Well-
normal people here don't usually do that.
well met. Yeah, we're new in town. We just kind of came in our caravan just an hour ago.
Caravan.
Yeah,
Who is with you? I know some of the caravanners that
What?
have been around.
this creature is.
What?
What
What?
the fuck are you saying?
What are you talking about?
Oh, new in town. Okay, it took
I
you a
know
minute.
it. I know you're doing the John Mulaney bit now. Now I understand. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. Who were you?
No, yeah,
who were
we
you
we
fighting?
just rolled into town an hour ago. I've been traveling with this caravan. You can see some of our companions over
Mm.
by the bar.
So you, you gesture over to Tag, talking to his people. and
Oh, I'm
you
not
kinda-
gesturing
Oh,
to
you don't
Tag.
gesture to
I'm
Tag?
gesturing to Rosalind.
Okay, cool. So
I'm
you
not
just-
gesturing to you talking to the
No,
drunkards
that's
in the
great.
booth.
Listen,
If that's okay, don't
Yes,
take it
that's
personally.
okay.
You gesture to Rosalind and he kind of perks up and he's like, "Oh, wait, you're with Abada? You traveled with her?" Abada, that's her last name.
Ibata. Oh.
Oh, I didn't know that was her last name. Danny didn't know that. Did I, Sedge, know that was her last
Yeah.
name? Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
You traveled
yeah.
with her?
Yeah, no, we did. I traveled alongside her for quite a few weeks now.
She's good folk.
She is. Yeah, that's my impression of her too. We got a lot of we had some trouble on the road, so she kind of appreciated some helping hands in the forests. Now I couldn't help but over
Yeah,
here.
you say that and you kind of like, interesting. Another big person with a sword. He kind of takes like a puff of a cigarette and continue.
No, I
No,
couldn't-
he didn't say anything. Just
I couldn't
for
help
you to
it.
keep talking.
I couldn't help it over here. It sounds like you're running into some trouble. Now, when we came into town, it looked significantly more like business is slower than usual.
Yeah, there's kind of a whole thing surrounding that.
What do you reckon is going on?
I actually know. I feel I'm the only one who knows what's going on. They're the only one who gives a shit about what's going on.
As the
Let me buy
drummers
you-
are like,
yeah.
yeah, we don't go
as
anywhere.
he kind of is like, how do I ask this person to work for me? You walk up and you're like,
So there's ghosts. Oh, sorry.
that actually is a good segue into what I wanted to talk about.
You're in a
Ghosts.
conversation.
There's-
I'm sorry.
About-
There,
Heard about the
What?
ghosts?
there are ghosts. They're not just drunk.
Oh no,
Oh,
they're
they are
drunk.
drunk.
Yeah,
No, I'm saying.
But they
yeah.
are.
those
I
people
think
are
there are
crazy
ghosts.
drunk.
Oh yeah.
But also,
I had
there are
I had some of what they
ghosts.
were drinking.
Let's go talk with Rosalind because I think I want her vibe check on this. Too.
She's got a good head on her shoulders.
Exactly.
What's your name, by the way, fella?
Jaime Del Mar.
I did not catch that because of your
Jaime
voice.
Del Mar.
Thank you.
Jaime.
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 It's
Like
Span-
Jaime?
It's
Jaime.
Spanish for Jamie.
Oh.
Jamie.
Oh.
Jaime.
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 It's J-I.
Del Mar. So it's just like
There's a
Jamie. Of,
Jaime
it's
in
Jamie of the
Broad
Sea.
City.
Oh my God, he's Davy Jones.
No. He is a ship captain. What?
There's a Jaime in Broad City.
I really love the name Jaime.
Mm-hmm.
I know
What?
the name Jaime.
Broad City. So it's
It's a
a
TV show.
TV show about two girls in New York City.
Two
Cool.
girls.
Nice.
So yeah, he kind of like walks with you guys back to Rosalind, who's like carrying a thing of like drinks. Like they just gave her like 6 things of ale because she couldn't figure out what you guys wanted to drink.
Why didn't you just get a pitcher?
Derek, next time you get to order the drinks.
Okay.
And she kind of just like does the like I'm the only one who does anything around here.
Do you want any help? Okay. No. All right. No, I'm
And then
sorry.
she puts down the 6 drinks, and then it's like fuck, and then like kind of just like re-regards you all, and just like sees that Jaime is with you, and she's like, holy shit, Jaime, and they like give each other like a big hug. They can like catch up, real quick, but yeah, he kind of sits down with you. You guys like chat a little bit, kind of like do pleasantries, but then he's kind of like awkward. He's kind of like being polite, kind of like what I do. Like I'm being polite, but I want to say something, but like he's just kind of like sitting there chewing a cigar, and then he's like, so you said your name, Sedge, Tag, Rosalind, 2 small guys. He just kind of regards Rav and Petho as just being there.
Petto's fairly normal size compared to normal folk.
This is true.
That is actually like the only small one.
Yeah, I guess even though you're right.
Just being an ass. I'm sorry.
So, the town, I'm sure you've noticed it's kind of shitty. Well, it wasn't shitty, but it now
Looks like a fine
there's
establishment.
a lot of boxes everywhere, and it's really annoying.
Yeah. So the rotten food. You don't have any place to take that.
So, we do, but our ships can't get out of the harbor.
Did one of the ships actually explode?
I mean, a lot
Where
of
did you
ships
hear
kind of
that?
just go
Same way I
into.
heard the ghosts.
I mean, short answer, yes.
Whoa.
Weirdly, those guys, they talked about the ghosts, they talked about the ship exploding, and did they talk about, like, anything else?
The mist and the like storms
Yeah,
that happen every
so,
day. It's kind of some weird.
High storms.
yeah, there's, he kind of, like, leans back in the booth and kind of gets, like, this, like, 1,000-yard stare as he, like, remembers this thing that he's about to tell you.
The sea began to roil.
There's he begins to explain that everything like there's like making shipments right now is extremely dangerous. Every ship now that's been going out. Every ship that's gone out for the last month has just never come back, or they just watched explode. They see like little,
Watched explode.
like a ship that was going like too fast. Just like they saw like the back of it just go. They're not really sure. They see figures in the mist against lights. So like there'll be like cannon fire, or like fights or magic going off, and they'll see figures against that in like weird places. So that's where these like ghosts, these ideas of ghosts have come through. They're not really sure what's causing the ships to explode because anybody who's gone out there hasn't come back. He kind of explains like the current situation. Things like have arrived fine, like things are like allowed to come in, but it seems that nothing is allowed to leave.
Oh wait, really?
Without
There's
impact.
ships that are coming into harbor that are unaccosted.
Yeah, which is
weird.
interesting. They're really confused about it, and they've since sent like messages and like ravens and stuff being like, don't come here, like to like Twin Cities, to like the other port towns. Through like means like Rosin's like, oh yeah, I've heard of people sending messages through the caravan system up the roads just to be like, don't send ships there, so because they can't get back out.
Now, Jaime, I have a question.
Shoot.
I've been on the road for a while, so I haven't been too connected to local news. Have you gotten any messages from the Twin Cities? Does anyone that you're in contact with have an idea of the situation there now?
Are
I
you
heard-
asking like in the Twin Cities or like
Yeah, like I heard there was some stuff going on down there.
nothing as of super recently when we told them
You
not
haven't
to
had any
come.
problems with ships coming from there?
Not really, because all the ship port captains know, like, oh, just don't send people there. Like commerce is dead. People go there and then they don't come back, and they just like show up in the port again because they just like walked back or like taken a carriage.
But trade doesn't seem disrupted from their end for any reason.
No, it's just here.
Okay.
It sucks. Port captain, this sucks.
Have you gotten like any book shipments? Super weird, super random. Specifically coming from the Twin Cities. Or
Give me a
know of
luck
anyone?
check. I'll just say that's not what's happening here. But
yeah.
it could. There could be like a shipment of books.
I don't know. It's a 7.
No.
Classic.
No, this is just like normal. Just like
Just
they
I
send
didn't. Okay,
us
cool.
hay, and then they get fish, and
Cool,
then we get
cool,
more
cool.
cannonballs, and then they. So we just have like a lot of stuff, but we can't complete like we were supposed to pick up stuff here and then continue our trek over there. But yeah, he kind of like after explaining the like carriages are the only real way to move things. But even then, like not so many come and go. That's why I was so excited to see Rosalind. He gets this 1,000-yard stare. He kind of hesitates for a moment as if he's like, and then he kind of like looks at you guys and kind of like sizes you up. Give me an insight check if you want to like what you guys can kind of think he's thinking of.
I mean,
wondering
I
if you-
Danny have an idea of what he thinks.
This is my 3rd fucking 7. That's a 9.
Oh,
Okay.
not good. Just low, less than that. I don't know what it is. 6.
Cool. He kind of just like looks at you guys, just kind of like, you can only really be like, maybe he's like checking to see if we're like big enough, if we're strong enough. I don't know. You guys can't really get the vibe. But then he just kind of like shrugs and he's like, well, this is Mr. Lucas's voice. He's like, he talks about this like old story, this like ship, this old story that of an ancient bell that like used to be used in rituals to commune with the Titan of the Storms, but has like more recently been used as like a, hey, we're starting our yearly, like if we have a yearly festival, we ring the bell, or the last ship out of town rings the bell, and then everybody's like, woo, and then everybody leaves, and like that's the new fiscal year is starting kind of thing.
Oh.
It's for like they used to do it to like pray for safe travels over the seas, but now they just kind of use this as a ritual. Though in this year's ritual, the last ship, everything was happening normal. They did like the hat wave, like oh yeah. The last ship rang it and departed. Though another ship of sailors wanted to see like this magic bell. They're like, oh, what the fuck is this? They wanted to see it for themselves. They got super drunk and they were just kind of like shitheads. They're like, everybody's doing like the nice thing for the town, like, hey, okay, this is the thing we have to do. These guys are like basically wanted to go like spray paint it. The drunken crew was either ignorant of the Trine, like this honored tradition, or were willfully mocking it. Jaime then goes to this here. He heard one bell ring, and then like half an hour later, it was just like dong 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 dong, and he was like, "What the fuck is that? Like nobody has ever rung the bell that many times." As if awakening something ancient, like this storm has just been every night. Some days just multiple days on end. Some days there's like a bit of reprieve, and then there's just like another maelstrom, and that's when any ship that was leaving just never came back. Some they saw were exploding. They couldn't tell if it was just like an insanely wicked like lightning bolt. Anyone who tries to leave the bay has to pass the island that this bell is on, and no ships can make it past without being destroyed in one way or another. And you can't really even get close because there's this like mist that kind of like shrouds and kind of like ebbs and flows with the sea and the storm. And then Jaime goes, "That's a lot. I don't know if you guys are just like mercenaries or whatever. You look." You look. Yeah, I don't know who you guys are. Are
these sailors like still in town or no?
The sailors?
Yeah.
No.
Are they like
nobody
dead?
came back. They probably.
Oh, they like
died.
went out and like their ship
They
exploded.
didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't.
They were
come
like
back.
they were like
They were, like,
definitely
screaming that
sailors
night.
though. They weren't like.
Yeah, they were like sailor dudes.
Okay. I know some other people who like kind of had a thing for bells. So.
What?
Oh, and your backstory? No. Yeah, no, just a guy. They just
Had a
like.
thing for bells? Was there somebody in your backstory that was like, I'm gonna fuck up the Liberty Bell or something?
I don't.
Okay.
That was Tag's first gag.
Oh, dang.
You know what? I'm sure my subconscious pulled that out, and I didn't mean to draw that analogy.
It's okay.
Yeah. So he just kind of like sighs,
What are you
and
eating?
he's just
Don't
like,
eat
I
that.
just said.
What are you eating?
He's eating like a little
Oh, he's
papery
eating like a little
thing.
bag.
little bag of
A
stuff.
little bag.
Some gauze?
He
Not
kind of
gauze,
sighs
so
and
not
is like,
gauze.
I kind of just said a lot of insane shit, and he kind of like stiffens up, and because he doesn't know like if you guys are magical, he doesn't know that if you guys are like seasoned adventure, you kind of just like, I just met these guys and I kind of just unloaded all my problems onto you, and so he just kind of just like his like cigar just switches sides of his mouth, and he just kind of just like sits there like, so yeah, that's what I've been dealing with for the past month.
Do you like need help with your ghosts? Because I
You
guess
guys
What do you
fought
reckon we
ghosts
could do,
before?
Tag?
you know.
Skeletons are a little different.
I mean, they're all weird corporeal shit that shouldn't be corporeal,
Yeah, but
and
they could be disassembled. Guys walking on water, exploding ships. What do you reckon we could do for that?
Could try and shoot him.
He is kind of like, you could hit him with that sword.
You could hit him with your giant sword or your shield.
The
You're a big
exploding
guy.
ship? The guys who are weirdly on water
Or we could try and like
in the middle
I don't
of
know.
a storm?
You're a paladin. How do you appease an angry sea god?
Wait, do you say that out loud?
I-
You're a paladin? He gets really excited. He's like, oh shit, you guys are like magic?
Not by choice.
That's... What? You're not magic. By
Everybody
choice.
at the table is just like, what?
Not intentionally. It's just
You some kind of sorcerer?
no.
Do you just get magic just like happens to you?
It's like a little extra thing I can do. It's not anything super special. Besides the point, Paladin can do.
Do I
helpful
know about magic that just happens to people?
Give me.
Because I, Danny,
I mean,
know that there are two main ways that happens.
I mean, he is also like inherently has some magic.
He does,
to
just by
being
being a
tiefling.
tiefling.
Give
Yeah.
me an intelligence. Just use your like.
He was just saying
intelligence
that in terms of like he didn't study to have magic and
Right.
wasn't like.
Intelligence.
I'm
plus
just curious.
proficiency.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not
You're
that.
running.
I'm actually not very intelligent, so I don't know that this is gonna go that
I
well.
believe in him.
Uh,
I
This
give
is
you
like-
the help.
This is like a
It's-
triangle between history, arcana, and religion.
none of which I'm good at because they're all intelligence based.
Mhm.
So 9
Um,
because I'm not.
your
I'm not
best
proficient
bet
in
is
any of
like
those.
sometimes people can like pick up a little bit of like sorcery just by like by chance. I'm like the magic initiative feat. It's kind of like where your brain
Oh,
goes like, oh,
interesting.
maybe you just like read a magic book, and then you just somehow got powers from it.
And like you
um,
said, you got some just by
Yeah.
virtue of being
Right.
a tiefling.
And like everybody's a little magical, but he looks like
Everybody's a little mad.
you guys are the first people who can actually do shit here. So
Yeah, no, I'm. Yeah,
I
I
have-
am a
Sedge does
paladin.
cool
I-
shit.
Wait, what is Did you decide on what the Moonrook Knights are called, other than just like a Knight of Moonrook?
Knights and Moonrook. That just works for me.
Cool.
Yeah, he kind of goes.
KOM.
So, this is an insane proposition, and I'm not drunk, so you can tell I'm just putting it out there.
You're just
You guys
distraught.
don't have to think about it. Rav's just like now he's interested. He's like, this is a crazy like idea. He's like, okay. We're also
You
not
want
sober.
us to fight your ghosts, don't you?
I think that maybe if we ring this bell again out of like reverence for the tradition, out of like a connection to like the elemental, like the titans, we could appease whatever like sentinel force is fucking up this bay.
Wait, the Elemental Titans. Didn't you? Sorry, I didn't go to school for very long. Didn't you say the Elemental Titans in our very
Wait, did you
long
just-
discussion?
Did you just go to school like with Clem? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
when you say, I
Tag
didn't
went
go
to like
school
Tag
very
would
long?
Tag
Oh,
has a
okay.
middle school education.
Oh, okay.
But said you were talking about the Elemental Titans. Didn't they get locked away?
Extremely so.
So how the fuck would this Elemental Titan be like?
That was like one of the founding principles of the unification when it came down to it.
There's
Right,
a lot
wasn't it?
of
Wasn't
like there's a lot of like arbiters and champions, for lack of a better word, of the Titans in their respective like vibes. I'm assuming that Venturnin has like a something out there in the seas to like, so he doesn't have to, like, so they don't have to like go to the, they don't have to be like, I'm here as a god.
Smaller
They
acolytes.
can just be like, I'm gonna send a Leviathan or something to go attack this continent. I have a fight with the Inferno Titan, and I'm gonna send my guy to go attack his guy, and they're just gonna fight, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna Kyogre his Groudon, and then,
And then bring-
Rayquaza, fuck, he's
Oh
here.
fuck.
So like they all have like big guys.
Okay.
So, like you said, the Titans got like sealed away, and things have just kind of been like weird since then.
Yeah.
Not like bad, but not like they were. So like, I don't know what that means. He's gonna. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't have seen your shield.
No.
So he's just like, yeah, like he has like a little crest that's just like a very like a fancy like anchor on his thing, which is like
Cute.
an anchor with like lightning bolts kind of surrounding it, and like that's the like storm titan. He's like, yeah, I
You
gotta
know
give a shit
how
about this
you
one.
know how Captain America has that like leather bag thing that holds his shield? Does Edge have something like that?
You should.
Just-
I would say so if it didn't look like a.
Yeah, how because you
like
can't magnet it
like
back
it's like
there.
a giant piece of ground.
My
But yeah, also you have like a little like shawl that kind of covers it, so you're not like, hey, look at my knight sword and my cool elemental shield. So not everybody
wondering-
looks
I was wondering. We can talk about this. We can talk about this later. But I had a dream about this, and I was like,
Oh,
"Dang,
yeah.
that's kind of a cool idea." Where what if the shield is just the little handle bit, and if you like, if you like slough off the ice or like chip it off, it like just sort of like grows the ice back, and it grows the permafrost
That's
back
cool.
onto
I
it.
dig that.
So you can,
have,
like,
It's
store
like
it-
it never melts
Store it
ice.
as the handle, but like when you like have
Mhm.
it as a shield, it just sort of like grows the ice and it grows the moss on it.
I dig that.
There's a shield that's like that.
It's like I
'Cause the
picture
little-
it like
'cause
like
the little
God of
handle
War
thing is
shield.
it.
Or it just kind of like it has like he just kind of goes shrink and it kind of goes shrink and kind of like swings
Yeah.
out.
Or
There's
like
no
those
mechanical benefit
things.
to it.
No.
but it's
Good
looks
flavor. Good
yeah,
flavor.
It's great
yeah,
flavor.
because I think that'd be cool. Because
Yeah.
then you can
Then
all
you
the
can,
ice
like,
can get all
keep it
crunched.
somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
All the ice can get like munched
Mhm.
off, but then it
Just
like
like- it just
Or
like
if you like
regrows.
preventing like a flame attack, like it slowly melts.
Right.
Oh, it's like melting and refreezing
Mhm.
like perpetually.
I dig that.
Or it's like the shields from the Phantom Menace, where you just have the little thing and then it grows the shields,
Mm.
but instead it's made out of ice instead
it's
of
cooler.
made out of
Literally.
whatever they're No, but I don't have my shield out. But
I think
sounds
it's like an
like-
appeasing like God situation.
if this theory,
I have a big boat. I
If-
could pull together a crew.
I
just
mean,
need things to
but
fight it. I was like,
if
Drive the
your
boat.
if your theory works, you'll need a way to get to the bell to be able to ring it
got
with
boat.
reverence.
I just need somebody
The
to
boats
make sure
sound
the
like
ghosts
they
don't kill my boat.
Are they responsible for the exploding? Because we can fight
I don't-
baddies, but I can't do anything to keep a boat from exploding.
I don't think that the ghosts are the problem. I think there's something else in the bay. I don't. He kind of like leans in and kind of gets quieter. I don't want to talk about this very loudly because this is just a hunch that I have, and I don't want everybody to freak out because like this is a good vibe for people who just like as long as they don't do anything bad, I don't care. But yeah, I think there's something in the water that's like blowing up the boats.
leviathan.
Like a leviathan. I don't think it's like a leviathan. I don't think it's that big.
Yeah, okay.
Because it has to live in the bay.
like a Loch Ness monster size
Something.
leviathan.
Fuck,
Okay.
something huge.
Sedge
I think we
will. Oh, go ahead.
I think we can. You can tell he's like, okay, you guys are like buying in. He's like, okay, I can now bring out my plan. It's like I think I can bring my ship in quiet enough that as long as the ship and nothing, as long as nothing goes in the water too deep, it won't like alert anything. And since they're ghosts, I think you can just kind of like dematerialize a ghost by like hurting it enough.
they
I've
take,
seen-
they take damage.
I've seen
as long as you
cannonballs
can
go
shoot
through
a
one.
ghost, I think I'll be okay.
Um,
You can cut a ghost.
Your gun's magic. And when you smite,
Magic
your
gun.
sword becomes magic.
Magic sword.
And then he's like, yeah, so we'll need like magic weapons to like attack these things. And Rav is like, well, do I have a solution for you guys? And he just kind of just like
Sales pitch.
he looks at
Wait.
you, and he's like, can I see your sword?
Wait, but Sedge wants to like interrupt Rav though, and like kind of look at Rosalind
Okay.
and be like, I think we're willing to help you, but before we get too far, like, this sounds pretty dangerous.
Yes.
We would like to not only have our safety assured, but for putting us in such danger, some sort of compensation.
No.
Don't eat the chairs.
Eat this.
Yes, get that.
Good boy.
Oh no, yeah. I'm the port captain. I have money and cool shit that I can give you guys. Also,
I mean,
and
that
then
sounds good to
Rosalind.
me. I know you're talking about like safety, but I mean, this kind of sounds fucking insane anyway. I don't know why you're like safe, Mr. Safety.
I mean, well, if you are you
In
guys?
order to put ourselves in significant danger, we should have. I'm willing to help you out because I think this is a cause worth fighting
you
for.
have an entire
but-
town to say thank you to.
I know, but it's a tremendous risk, and I don't want to put myself and you all at risk.
Rosalind kind of
This.
speaks up to that and is like, well, the way I was planning to get to the Salt Marsh was through the bay. I know of like a passage through the mountains that is kind of on the other side of the island. I didn't know that this was an issue. It wasn't an issue when I came up. But I guess I also left before everybody. I didn't want to go to the festival. So I just left. Rosalind's like, I mean, that's the way I want to go, and I don't want to go with land.
No, I don't either. I was just being a little coy
No.
about it. I was just
No,
saying.
I mean,
I-
Rosalind's like,
It would
hey,
be great if we could solve your ghost problem. I would like to get passage down to the south. That is what I was getting at without being too obvious.
Yeah, I'm with Sedge on that.
Yeah.
I just want to keep going Silver Marsh.
I didn't want to
You
be
know-
like, I didn't want to be like, give us a ride,
Risky
bitch.
behavior. I'm kind of. It comes with the territory.
No, we're on the same. Yeah, no, I was gonna give you like a lot of money or like some magic stuff.
I'll take magic stuff. I guess I'll take money.
And also,
You
I mean,
guess.
if
I
I could take you anywhere in the bay after the bay is clear. And then Rosalind kind of like, Rosalind's like, yeah, like I mean, I've always wanted to go through this passage. I've heard lots of stories about it. I've also never been to these mountains. Okay. Petto is the old Rab's like, I want to chew things. I'll do whatever. I don't care.
Tag and Rab high five.
Yeah, there's like, but Petto is the only one that's like. It's like when everybody's like, yeah, like, oh, yeah, we all want to do the same thing, and like the one person who like doesn't want to like go to the coast for the week kind of thing, he's just like, oh, I didn't.
Can Tag and Thieves
Alright.
can't be like, you don't have to come.
Oh, I don't.
I mean, are you also going like south?
If I don't have to go anywhere, I can just drink.
I don't think anyone is like that though. You have to come. You can just
Oh,
you can just hang
This
here.
isn't like a group. Oh, cool. Petto's like,
Is he
I don't
saying
think-
that out loud
Yeah.
to where
I
Sedge
don't-
can understand it? It's not a thieves' can, I guess.
yeah, he's just like, oh, I thought. He kind of looks at Rosalind. He's like, oh, I thought it was like mandatory to like go wherever you went. She's like, fuck, this is the destination.
You can go wherever you want.
Oh.
And
I mean,
if
unless
you
you
want to
want
get,
it,
if
unless
you
you
want to
want
go south, if you have another way to get there.
I've heard some nasty shit going down there. I don't like blood, magic, and spore, and druids, and
Where was your goal in the first place, if you don't mind me asking?
yeah, I don't know. I just selling things.
You just sell stuff.
I just
He's just a traveling merchant.
Yeah, I'm just a traveling merchant.
Okay, never really had reason to be suspicious of you until now, but I'll take your word for it. Sure.
Tag, did you talk to anybody cool in here?
There's two guys you might want to talk to, and like nods to them. I think you'd have a good time with them.
Have
He
fun.
shakes your hand, gives you a bardic. He shakes your hand, gives you a bardic.
For 10 minutes?
I'll just say you have it for the. Like you do anything for the rest of the day. Any more rolls? you
Damn,
guys can
I
add
gotta
to
fight somebody now.
I know. Arm wrestle.
that.
We both use our bardic inspirations to do better in the
Wait,
wrestling.
Can we
be
do that?
We
awesome.
can. I'm pretty strong
then
though. I
Pedro
have
just,
no
like,
other attributes.
awkwardly does the thing of like a party pooper where he's just like, oh okay, it was. Hopefully I
Yeah, hope our paths
Good to-
cross again soon.
don't
Yeah.
die on the water. And then he just like walks
Don't
over.
plan to.
He walks over to the thieves' table and he starts going like, okay. Oh, cool. And then he gets up and walks out the door, and you can see through the window that he goes to like where the lantern was. Just like, oh, I don't have to pretend like I'm good anymore. Cool. And he just like leaves. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't great.
The Bardic was nice.
So weird. I'm glad
Are we gonna arm wrestle?
that you guys
We could.
aren't like him.
It is. We have 2 minutes.
Yeah. So
When do we leave?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow would be great.
I mean, I'd like to say that I could assure your guys' safety on the water, but I mean the ghosts.
Yeah, you just get us toward that bell. We'll do what we can.
I'll
It's
drive the
not-
ship.
Yeah.
And
I have
you guys,
experience with bells.
I have no experience with ships, so
like magic bells, communing with God spells.
No, like trying to tell a bunch of other stupid teenagers that stealing a bell is a bad idea and isn't gonna make like a social impact. But then I still help them like steal the bell.
I wish you were here. I want to go.
I only have proficiency in land vehicles.
Yeah. He
He's just
kind of
gonna
talks
cause a
about
tsunami, and then it will be.
right. He kind of talks about the plan in more detail. He just kind of broadly goes, "Hey, we're gonna go to this island. We're probably gonna have to fight a lot of things, but we need somebody to ring the bell in like reverence at the end." And
I am
I-
great
I-
at being reverent.
I was gonna say you can do the reverence. I don't know if I should actually go do that thing. That's me, Andy, saying that, not tag me like. Ugh.
They
I do want to
apparently-
arm wrestle though.
They apparently do not care for irreverent bell ringing. That is one thing the gods do not like.
yes, but apparently they're all gone. So
Yeah.
they're just singing in the background.
Cool.
Cute.
Tomorrow
Tomorrow.
we can arm wrestle.
I don't want to actually arm wrestle. I just want to see if I can.
No, I mean we can fictionally arm
Yes,
wrestle.
okay.
I'm not gonna ask you, Andy. to
I'm
arm
bad
wrestle
at
me.
arm wrestling.
I'll say, well, if there's anything else you guys want to do before you like Rosalind or like Jaime like kind of like waves at the bartenders and like you guys have rooms upstairs for yourselves.
Oh sweet. I don't know. Is there like you mentioned there were like shops to get stuff?
Yeah.
If there's like extra surplus of supplies that they need to,
or if there's like
sell.
stuff that's about to go bad.
Right.
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
You get better prices.
Get some deals.
But
They
if
got
you
some
go for the cheaper,
potions
if you
too.
go for the stuff that's getting cheaper,
Yeah.
there might be a possibility that like 1 out of the 5 potions is bunk and you don't get healed or something. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Tag wants to go to the devil's dice, but that can be next time.
Yeah. Cool. Is there anything else before you go to bed?
Where did the Goliath lady go?
She just left.
She just left.
You can go.
Oh.
You'd have to go look for her.
Can Tag ask who is that gal you were talking to?
Oh, she's. I mean, similar
Looked like
to
a
you
Uh,
really
guys.
fancy lady.
She's
She was really big,
she's
like as
a-
big as you.
a big person, a big fighter who has magic that I wanted help. The
Like what kind of magic?
just I don't
Why did she turn you down?
because she didn't want to put herself in like he says it in a way that's like this is his perception of it.
Hey, you're okay.
But he's just like I don't know. She didn't want to put herself in the light of danger for the greater good.
Is she staying in town for a while? Does she?
Maybe I don't know. She might be staying here. She might be staying in the ship, on a carriage, in a box.
Who would I ask for if I was looking to meet up with her?
Do you know her?
Maybe. She could also come along and help us. We could convince her.
Sure. You think she would? Do you know her? Do you know?
No,
who she
I'm
is?
just
more helping
More
hands,
help.
especially
maybe,
with our
maybe we could
with
give it
our-
a second try.
resident hyena friend.
Yeah.
An old guy. taken off.
I don't
We could use some extra hands.
Sure, yeah.
Why not? If you
I mean,
if
it's
you
not
think
a
it's
bad
worth a
idea.
try.
She already said no, but you might be more charismatic than I am.
We are. No, I'm just
Slightly.
kidding.
He just looks at you as like a working blue collar working man who's like a nice person, but he's just like very business oh I do
And
this
sitting
for you,
across
and
from
this-
him is a pink
pink tiefling
twink
with, yeah.
tiefling.
I'll hedge a bet that you can talk to better people better than I can.
You would maybe
He
lose.
just- he just, like-
you might lose that
He,
bet, but
he
yeah.
You would probably lose. I've seen this boy talk to folks. He's very funny, but
then be
I think I'm
careful talking
fine.
to that woman. She might cut your head off.
It would be an honor.
Everybody at the table just kind of goes.
That's the worst thing you've ever said, Tag.
Rab
Oh,
just goes.
believe me, it's
I'm
not.
just-
Rab just goes. Whoa, whoa, man.
I'm just saying. She's got a cool sword. You can cut my head off. I don't know. You got a cool sword.
I'm not,
Rab just goes very not sad.
Rab,
I think Tag has a type.
I'm not gonna cut your head
this
off.
is not bad, Rav. I'm sorry, man.
Sure. Tag, you're right. It isn't. Yeah, that isn't what we're
We're
talking
not
about.
talking, and thieves can't.
He just
No, that's you just said fuck off.
oh, sorry. Oh man.
I just want her name. I just want to know.
Oh yeah, I had her name somewhere. Balls.
Balls.
That can't be her name.
Balls.
Her name's not Balls. Let me look
Balls to the walls.
for it.
Do you want what level of bard is Peto? What level of bardic inspiration?
So you guys got a D8.
Oh.
Do you want to do an arm wrestle?
Yes.
I think that's all I have in me for today.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll say it's 9 or 10. So if you want to I don't know what side to do, but if Tag you want to go find her, do something have conversations with more people.
No, I will. I'll come with you if you want, Tag. But otherwise, I will very happily go to sleep.
You can do whatever you feel like, and I'm picking up your accent again.
Rootin'us tootin'us cowboy.
I think
Just-
he's probably early to bed. Early to rise
Actually,
too.
Sedge, I'd like to arm. You're a big guy,
You guys gonna
I am.
wrestle?
but I'm actually not gonna finish that sentence. I just want to arm wrestle you.
Cool.
I think he's.
They,
I think he's got a
Rav
good shot.
throws
Wait.
down-
So let's just
Whoa.
do the d20s.
Yeah,
Just
Rav, hold on,
what
before
was
you
it?
guys
It was
go,
18.
Rav throws
Oh
down,
wow, damn, that's good.
Rav and Rosalind both throw down 5 gold, and they're both looking at.
Ooh.
They're
What'd
both
you get?
looking
Literally
at
the
Sedge.
worst roll I've ever
Oh
got.
no!
Oh, her? Okay, that's not good. I actually don't think I
Kinda
can win
looks
this.
Bad, feels bad for you and throws down 5 gold for you. Rav and Rosalind are both betting on.
I mean,
made us to
it's
bet on these
it's not
dogs.
it's not good because I've already actually failed. Even rolling a full 8, there is no way. Well, because I rolled a 3
And
you
you
rolled
still
a
got an
15.
8?
So a grand total of what? 7, 15.
Damn.
22.
Yeah, 15.
Well, oh, that I didn't even add
That's
my strength.
Athletics.
Athletics?
Oh, it's athletics. Well, I
Well,
added
that's
my
a 26.
18. 18. Yeah.
You still got.
You got to 18.
That's insane.
From rolling a 3 and
That's
then 8 on
okay.
bardic
That's
inspiration,
good.
But that's
and then to
okay.
athletics. Yeah.
Marshals.
So
How much is your athletics?
+7.
Holy shit!
So
I just-
you guys go
I rolled
back and
fucking
forth.
so bad though.
God, you still got to an 18.
At the beginning, you're surprised at how
Oh, that would have been so good. Damn.
you're surprised at how strong Tag is, and you're like, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
But then you're like, if I can just hold out for the initial grab, then I can win. You're like, he's just a little kid. I got him. You kind of get a little cocky, and then you're just like, what? And then you kind of Tag focuses
like
in.
A little
And
scared.
he just goes, and flexes
This is an
again.
important question. Which arm are you using?
Oh shit!
Yes is left arm, no is right arm.
So you're
Left
using
arm.
your non-burned arm.
Non-burned arm. That would have made
Um,
it a very spicy end of the session.
That would have been crazy.
Whoa.
Tag and Roslyn are kind of like mad.
Sedge is not left-handed, I guess.
Well, you gotta use your.
Yeah, you both use the
That's
same.
your.
That's my left. We both got to use our left.
That's how things
That's
work.
how it works. Left
That's
to
true.
left.
That's true.
Left to left, right
Listen,
to right.
I'm very directionally challenged.
I mean, same.
Like,
Do you think you could beat me, Danny, in arm wrestling?
Jaime gives you
May-
the full
actually-
20.
I think Lucas probably could.
I've been.
We've arm wrestled before.
I do paper making.
Yeah.
It is buff.
A little bit.
Go for the knife.
No, you got more buff.
No, it's just.
You got the definition. I don't have any definition.
No, it's just because my
a
arm is
little
skinny.
Wow.
I just have that cis strength.
Well, we could try. To arm
You want
wrestle.
to try?
I kind of want to arm
Okay.
wrestle a little bit.
Clear out the
We'll see if it's legit.
Yeah. I mean, you already beat me.
Lexi, can
In
you
rolling.
come hold Finn? I have to judge an arm wrestling competition.
I'm so bad at arm wrestling. Legitimately.
We'll do a whole arm wrestling,
The whole bit.
Um,
will be done.
an arm wrestling tournament. Lexi, you know, stand still, stay silent. For one of the like bonus comics in the end of one of the books, they do a joint arm, like an arm wrestling tournament with all the main characters. That's what got me thinking of it.
I
What?
want to actually read that series.
You should. It's very
been
cute.
on my list.
It's very cute.
Is it spooky?
Yeah. I mean, it's like
I still need to buy the fourth book and
Oh.
actually read it.
I also need to buy the fourth book.
I bought you like all of them.
Yeah, well, I've read all of them. I read all of them online, and then I also read all
We're
of
ending
them.
this actual session with an actual arm wrestling thing.
Yeah,
I just can't
it's
read them
stupid.
online.
We'll say in the beginning of that session who won.